fantastic guest with us today. She joins us live via the Skypa, the Skype-a-rooney, as Johnny would say. And so June, how do we get in touch with you online first off? So people can go find you and give you money for your content.
Well, yeah, I'm on Chatterbait and ManyVids and OnlyFans. My username's Juniper on all of them.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So how did you get started doing all this? Doing all this sex work, content creation, all this stuff?
Yeah, well, I used to watch cams and all of that kind of stuff. And I'm a very kind of outgoing, I like to show off kind of person. So it just seemed like something I would really enjoy. I started saving up and buying equipment and everything. And then as soon as I was able to, I started camming, and it kind of just has kept going from there.
Just kind of took off from there. I think that's great. We have got a great guest with us today. She joins us live. You can find her on Chatterbait, ManyVids, OnlyFans, Sext Panther. The fantastic June Juniper is with us, and you can find her on the old Twitter machine. It is JUSTJUNEJUNIPER. That's just Juniper. And she is going to be part of Exotica in Chicago. She's going to be at the Porn Convention, kids. And it is going to be quite the deal. So talk to us a little bit about what is your Chatterbait show like? What is a typical June Chatterbait show entail?
Well, usually, I like to make my room a fun place for people to hang out. Sometimes we just talk about random stuff. I usually set up goals, so we kind of build our way up to really fun stuff. And that's usually how it goes. We all just kind of have a good time and hang out and we listen to music. And
it's just, it's kind of like an adult hangout spot.
Yeah, pretty much. I try to make it just a really relaxing, vibey space where we can all hang out and have lots of fun and do naughty things and talk.
And do naughty things, which is always good. We have got a great guest with us today. She joins us live here on our broadcast. She is going to be part of Exotica, and she will be there the 21st, the 22nd, 23rd, and then she will be, she is also hanging out on Chatterbait as well. And I love the fact you have an April cam calendar that you have, you sent out a tweet recently. I love this. You've got Squirt Sunday, which is fantastic. We have something called the Cum Marathon, which is going to be on Friday, the April 7th, Submissive Saturday, which sounds like if I were to show up to Submissive Saturday, I'd probably get injured. What is this? Okay. We are going to do this. We are going to place June on a brief hold. We're going to answer the phone, figure out who the hell this is, and when we come back, we have got more coming up with June Juniper here on Fucking Around Porn.
Are you enrolled in the best Medicare plan available? The average Medicare beneficiary will work for you.
Attention.
Okay, we are going to go back to our guest. Apparently, the guy that was on the phone does not understand time zones, and he is called in early.
Oh.
So, we got rid of him. We will go back to our guest, and we will get him on when he is supposed to be on with us. June Juniper is with us. Is that how you pronounce the last name? I feel like I'm saying your last name wrong.
It's okay. Everyone does. It's Juniper.
Juniper. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I want to make sure I get this right, because you are a valued member of the porn community, and we don't want to, we don't disparage the name of June Juniper. She, of course, and then I just did. She is on Exotica. She is going to be at Exotica. She is going to be under Exotica. She's going to be on top of Exotica. She's going to be all over Exotica.
Yeah.
The
We'll be all
21st,
over it.
22nd, and 23rd. So are you going to be at the Chatterbait booth during Exotica? Is that your plan?
Yeah, I will be. I will be at the Chatterbait booth for all 3 days.
That's awesome.
Excited.
That's awesome. So is this your first Exotica, or have you done any of these Exoticas before?
No, this is my first Exotica. I've done like other
boy.
events, but I've never done a convention like this.
Oh boy, you are going to have all sorts of fun. It is going to be very interesting for you at Exotica, because I know my very first porn convention that I went to, holy smokes, it was a lot to take in, as they say. And I don't know who's saying it,
Right.
don't know why they're saying it, but they are indeed saying it. So yeah, you are going to have a blast at this thing.
Yeah, I'm excited. Like,
So talk to me about the name. How did you come up with this name that you have?
well, it's kind of like random. Like, it stemmed really from the last like name first. I saw it randomly on something while I was trying to think of like a name, and I was like, "That's really pretty," and I decided to keep that as the last name. And then I wanted to go with something that just like flowed and sounded like really just kind of all one thing. So I wanted it to kind of rhyme a little bit. So that's why I went with June.
Okay. Well, hey, that all works. So how did you get
Yeah.
in to camming? How did this all happen for you?
Well, like I say, I used to watch cams a lot. I've always kind of kept up with that kind of side of things. And then I had a friend who knew a little bit about it, and we kind of just started like throwing the idea around. And I was like, I think I would really like doing that. That sounds like really fun. So I just saved up and started kind of buying stuff and learning the things I needed to know. And then I started camming as soon as I could.
That's awesome. So what was some of the different things that you came up with that you had to learn about this whole thing with camming?
I mean, it was definitely an interesting start. I started with like just barely any setup. I started this with most like basic webcam and everything, and I had to learn how all of that worked and like Chatterbait and OBS and everything. And then a lot of it was just getting like even more comfortable on cam and just like kind of handling talking to everybody, all of that.
That is awesome. We have got a great guest with us today. She joins us as part of Exotica. She is going to be at Exotica. So why did you decide to do the Chicago Exotica? What was there a reason why you said, "Hey, this is the one I need to do"? Or
Yeah, well, I didn't at the time go to the New Jersey one when that happened, but I was watching all of the cams and like all the other models I know and talk to, and they were all like, you have to do an Exotica. And I ended up moving. I just recently moved to a different state. So the closest one for me is Chicago, and I was like, that's the one I'm gonna do.
that is awesome. That is awesome. We have got a great guest with us today. Juniper is with us. She is going to be part of Exotica, and you can find her on Twitter, just June, and here's the spelling of Juniper. It's Juniper. So go over and find her on the old Twitter machine, as they say. And she joins us today here on our big program. So besides the camming and everything, do you just do the camming, or do you do actual porn, or have you made that leap yet into that whole thing?
Well, I do. I make my own videos for ManyVids. I sell them through ManyVids or my OnlyFans. I don't do any like studio porn or anything like that. But I really enjoy making videos, and I hope to do some with some other models at Exotica and coming soon.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We have got a great guest with us today. She joins us live here on our big program. And so, what is next for you after Exotica? What is the plan?
Well, after Exotica, I am really just focusing on making a ton of videos. I'm hoping to get some collabs going and that kind of stuff. And then I hope to go to future Exoticas. I kind of hope to make it a regular thing.
That's awesome. Yes. And if you ever get a chance, if you get a chance in January to go to the AVNs in Las Vegas, that's a whole nother deal.
I did. I went to AVN.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. That is a whole nother kettle of fish. Definitely not like Exotica.
To the expo, but I went to the awards show, and that was just like a whole.
Yes.
That was a whole new thing.
That is just a whole nother animal compared to all the cool. Exotica is a lot of less high pressure, whereas.
Yeah.
Oh my God, AVN is just a madhouse.
Yeah, it was definitely overwhelming, especially because I found out going to AVN I think a couple weeks before. I booked a very last minute
Yes, very much so. Well, June, before we let you go, how do people get your stuff and get involved with you online and everything?
Yeah, come message me on Twitter or follow me so you can keep up with me. It is JUST and then Juniper. And I'm on Chatterbait pretty much every night. My schedule's on there in my bio, so you can definitely come hang out with me live every night, and I love to chat with you guys.
That is awesome. Well, you are very perky, and you are very fun. And I really appreciate you making some time for us today. Thanks for coming on and chatting with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And we will definitely talk to you soon. Thank you, June. Appreciate it, my friend.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it. There she goes, the fantastic Juniper with us today here.